Hello Aries, and welcome to your general monthly tarot reading for the month of October 2025. Today I will be drawing your cards from the Mystic Psyche Tarot, and then I will be closing it off with a reading from the Magical Spirit Oracle. So let's dive straight in and see what messages Spirit has for you, Aries, for this month of October. So in your overall energy, Aries, you have the 10 of Wands in reverse. In your blockages or what you need to release this month of October, you have the Hierophant also in reverse. For your strengths, you have the 9 of Cups. For your hopes and fears, you have the Knight of Swords in reverse. What you need to celebrate or focus on this month is the 7 of Cups in reverse. And what you need to contemplate this month, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, Aries. Right away, this October's reading, the energy here feels like a massive release, like you've been carrying way too much for way too long, it feels, Aries, and Spirit's saying that, hey, it's time to set it down. I feel like this month you are simplifying, you're decluttering, you're stripping things back to what really matters. And you know, I'm hearing stop doing it all on your own. So you don't have to carry every responsibility or fix every problem or be everyone's rock this month, Aries. So with your first card, you have the 10 of Wands reversed. And this feels like it's that final exhale, the moment that you realize that something is just not worth your energy anymore. You've been in this grind mode, you know, maybe working yourself into exhaustion, whether you've been hustling, trying to start your own business, hustling, trying to get ahead in your career, trying to fight for a relationship or a situation, you know, and you've really been putting in the effort. You've been trying to meet expectations that weren't yours possibly. And it feels like this 10 of Wands is the moment of liberation where you're letting go of what's been weighing your energy down so that your new energy can really start to flow. So that's a really beautiful start to this October reading, Aries. So down here we have the Hierophant in reverse. Now that's in the position of what we need to release or what is blocking us. And this also feels super powerful. You know, you're breaking away from old rules, old traditions and systems this month. You know, you're breaking away from any of those narratives that just don't fit your spirit anymore, Aries. And I mean, this could mean you're rejecting outdated beliefs or, you know, this work culture, if it's career related, those outdated work cultures that just don't work for you anymore and just don't allow you to perform. It could be a rigid job structure. It could be family expectations, you know, these outdated beliefs of family who think they know what's best for you. You could even this month be rejecting some of your own internal stuff, you know, your own internal list of shoulds or those ingrained beliefs that you've been carrying with you for most of your life, and you're finally realizing, man, these do not fit me anymore. And I feel like Spirit is saying you don't have to follow the path that everyone else took. It's okay to do it your way. And for some of you, this might even mean questioning spiritual teachers, questioning institutions that you once might have looked up to, or questioning family members or loved ones. But as scary as it seems, the beautiful thing about this month of October, Aries, is that you are finding your own truth. And that's really, really powerful. So in your strength, you have the Nine of Cups. And that just signifies beautiful emotional independence. You're learning that joy doesn't have to be so conditional. You know, you don't need anybody's approval or validation to feel good about the choices that you're making. And I feel like this is emotional maturity. You know, that level of self-satisfaction and the ability to say that, you know what, I'm really proud of what I'm doing. I'm really proud of where I'm at. And Spirit's showing me that I'm getting this feeling, this emotional image of just somebody smiling in quiet contentment. You know, and maybe this is you. Maybe you finally realize that you don't need to chase happiness. You know, it's been here all along. Or, you know, maybe this is one of your guides, your ancestors. You know, that just that knowing grin of, we knew you'd get there. Yeah, wow. So very, very powerful October for you. So in your fears position, we've got the Knight of Swords reversed. So naturally, you do have a little bit of anxiety, Aries, around taking this action, rustling these feathers, doing this shake-up. And maybe it's the fear of saying the wrong thing. Maybe you've got that fear of just rushing into something before it's ready. It could be your own internal pressure that's just like, if we're going to do this, let's do it now, you know, make it happen fast. But I feel like Spirit in October is just saying, hey, Aries, pause, breathe. This is huge, but don't let urgency steal your clarity, because when you do this, when you stand up against these beliefs, these pressures, these systems, you're going to need a lot of clarity to stand your ground, Aries. So even though you might have a rush of adrenaline, a rush of emotion behind you, making you want to do this, and you will do this, take your time, breathe, pause, make sure that you have that clarity. You don't have to force the movement, Aries. Things are already happening. Things are aligning, even now, while you're still. So over in our what can we celebrate this month, we've got the Seven of Cups reversed. Clarity. Okay, so after all of this confusion or having too many options, this month you finally know what you want, Aries. This could be a major turning point. Maybe you've been unsure about a career direction or a relationship, or, you know, a creative vision, a new start, a new venture, and you've been seesawing between that emotional urge, that urgency to make the break and go for it, and then that fear, you know, of, oh, it might be the wrong time. What if everything goes wrong? So now everything's starting to make sense quickly. And Spirit's showing me a fog lifting. You know, decisions are easier now because you're acting from alignment. You're acting from a firm knowing, not just impulse. So we close this reading with the Ten of Pentacles, Aries, and I don't think this reading could close with a more perfect card for you, the Ten of Pentacles. The potential outcome, there's abundance, there's legacy, there is long-term stability. This is where it is all leading, Aries. You're clearing space, you're doing the hard shaking, the hard rustling, you're turning things on their head. Finally, you're clearing space for your next chapter of growth, and one that it's rooted in security and fulfillment, not with pressure and exhaustion. And this could be a really solid career path if this is about career. It could lead to real financial stability or even just a stronger sense of belonging within a family system or a community. So yeah, Spirit's saying you're building something that lasts, but don't rush this foundation. I'm also hearing return on investment. Return on investment. I don't know if that's in relation to shares or, financial things or something that you have been investing in, even if it's emotionally. The return is coming, or return on investment. I'm not sure, but if that aligns with you, just know that Spirit's saying whatever you've been patient with, whatever you have been investing in, it feels like the rewards are starting to come full circle. Wow, Aries, what an amazing month that you have ahead of you. Potentially a little bit tricky to navigate the choices and the actions that you have to make here, but overall, you are on the right path, and you are on the right path very, very fast. So I'm going to close off with an oracle card reading from the Magic Spirit Oracle. So what's the last message that you would like for Aries for their general reading for October 2025? How appropriate. So we have the portal. Are you ready, Aries? Adventure, ancestors. Remember I said that face, just smiling and knowing that you've done it. You've cracked the code. You've woken up. You've harnessed your power, Aries. Your ancestors watching over you, the calling of your ancestors. The portal is opening for you this October, Aries, and I couldn't be more excited for you. So that's what I have for you this October, Aries. Thank you so much for joining me. If this message did resonate with you, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Leave me a comment. Let me know how these energies are showing up in your life and what you are really hoping to achieve out of this amazing energy for October. All right. Thanks for joining me, Aries. I'll see you again soon.